to actually do anything in relation to Nyabohanse. Of course, there was no power. KPLC decided that there'll be a blast yesterday. Therefore, we were in situation where we could not do any content, guys. So we had just to post a video that I had done earlier. I hope you watched. Today, I've also been busy during the day. Preparing exams for the forthcoming candidates for next year. And so I have not been able to do anything during the day. So I hope you're well and fine wherever you are. So of course I'm squeezing time because as a family, as a result of what I already informed you, the funeral within the family, the death of one of the family members, it becomes tricky. Sometimes your time is affected because what you normally do, you have to do more than that, right? So welcome once more. And I've been watching some things here and there before I can react. You know, you just don't come up to react without watching what other people have done or what is happening on the street. So guys, why are we desperate? You know, I've been watching MWANGO, the latest videos. I'm like, what is the problem with our sister, the Embrace? You know, the Embrace herself is now struggling with content just like us. I know she's better than me, but I don't expect that of her. Can you imagine? In 2 days or 4, she's still having 6,000 views. And she came here one day, she told us, what is 2,000 views? And I was like, okay, the grace of God is enough. Sometimes even when we get 2,000 views, we really appreciate it. We jump up and down. For some of us, 2,000 views is like 200,000 views. Hey, why not? Hey, it's not easy. Especially when you're doing vlogs just as a simple person who is not popular, you don't have a large following. It's not easy. You may even do a live stream for 2 hours and just get 40 people watching. And we really appreciate, because for anybody to actually commit their time to your channel, it's not easy, right? So guys, welcome to the channel. Continue sharing, liking, and following the live streams. I really appreciate it. Anytime I see you, I'm so happy. Whether you are there to abuse me, whether you are there to challenge me, there is someone who just comes and says, so what? And I'm like, hey, so at least you are here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I appreciate anybody who comes and even spends 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes to watch, because it is what it is. If you have ever done content, you know, people who started just like that without any backing, you know, those who are just flying around, swimming around in the waters they do not know. It's not easy. To just get people watching you, it's not easy. Even when you post a video, you keep waiting and seeing whether 5 people will watch, 10 people will watch, 20 people. By the time you reach 100, guys, it's a struggle. So guys, when some people come and say that, what are 2,000 views? I'm like, do you know what that means to some of us? It means a world. And we really appreciate even those who come for 5 minutes, 20 minutes. We appreciate, because we are just at zero. We are starting at nowhere. You know, we are nobodies. A minion, if I may say. But, you know, Priestess Ivory says, Asante Sana Entertainment TV, happy to see you. Thank you also, Priestess Ivory. I'm glad to see you here. And even the title Priestess, you know, it means a lot. It means a lot. So I'm really appreciative, actually. And that is why whenever people follow me, I have to go back, check whether, if they have a channel they want me to support, I always support. Why? Because I know how it feels not to have even somebody following you at the end of the video, you know. So I try so much sometimes when I have done my live stream and tomorrow maybe I get to a chance where I can check to see who followed me, I normally go back and try to follow, because it's not easy. The streets are so dry. Just like the economy of Kenya is backing at us, the YouTube can really back at you. You can try to speak, say what you can, try your uniqueness, try your tactics, try your magic, but then sometimes it really becomes lonely and dry, you know. So lonely that when it's cold, you feel like you're freezing. So thank you a lot for showing up here, sharing, liking my videos, and I really appreciate. So before we continue, Priestess Ivory, remember to like the video. And I'll be going back to just check on what you're doing also, because I feel like it scratch my backs, I scratch yours too. Always. For those who watch us, we have to watch them too. Why not? All right? And I really appreciate. So guys, today I didn't even manage to go to class and have a lesson because we went somewhere for what we call joint mock setting. I normally set paper 2 English in Kenya under those aspects, because I also have marked almost for 15 years. I've been marking paper 2 English in Kenya. Therefore, I have a lot of knowledge in that area. No wonder I write books in that area too, from JSS to primary school to high school. So I always say here that because I know there are people out there who are writers, they would wish to collaborate. We can collaborate and do something. In fact, there is a novella somebody has just sent me. I need to expand on it so that we can publish. There is also another book we've done for JSS on grammar, not grammar, poetry. And it will be coming out soon. So guys, when you see us here, we are busy, but we commit every time to different aspects. They always say don't carry all your baskets in one, all your eggs in one basket. Yeah. So thank you a lot. I really appreciate. Now, I don't know what has happened to the MWANGO guys. Tell me. After she came here to show her statistics, her algorithms, people have decided to disown her. And I'm like, what the hell is happening? Did people feel like they were being bragged or scammed? Or what did they feel? Because actually, MWANGO is one of the popular, if I may say, because she has a lot of followers, right? Where are these followers? 100,000 of followers, you know? Where are they? They are not watching her content anymore. And that has sent her into desperation. She began her desperation when she was in Kenya. MARWA, welcome. I was unable to actually do any video today. I was busy setting exams somewhere. You know, students are almost sitting for the national exam. And also there are those now who are sitting for the end joint mock for Form 3. So we are doing something on that. Away from that, yesterday we had a blackout, a serious blackout, and I did not make it to do a video. So that's why I was away. I was unable to do that. I just posted a video of something I had edited before. Yeah, so welcome, MARWA, Priestess Ivory, and any other person will come by. Yeah, so guys, what is this desperation with MWANGO? I didn't actually know that she would become desperate, because she always says, I work hard all the time. Her chest, she beats her chest all the time. She reminds us that we don't work hard. So now she's working so hard. She's among the Hazambe people in Tanzania. And yet she went there some other time. If you check her videos, she was once there. I wonder why she had to go back there. And I'm also wondering, there is no way I can make a video saying I'm leaving my home in Africa when I'm going to Africa again. Hey, guys, did things change or what? You know? Yeah, she's now working 30 times hard. MARWA says now she must work 10 hard. I think so. She must work tenfold times than she has been working. She has been working 3 hard until she has actually lost the audience, because sometimes you don't go around bragging to people and then you want to say that things are just okay. You come around, you sit, you brag, you sometimes want to curse, you sometimes want to say they are too old. Of course, all of us will be old one time. Even if we are not old today, tomorrow will be old. So you can't come here and tell people that I am in my 20s and some people are envying me because I work 3 hard, as they sit. They sit and talk about me and I don't talk about people. And I'm like, okay, if you don't talk about people, should we talk about stones? Should we talk about buildings? Yeah, at some point we'll talk about buildings, but most of the time, we talk about fellow individuals around us. So all the time, MWANGO has been, since she started construction, she was bragging about how she has been working 3 hard, how she's now retiring into her home, how she's going to build a house. Then it reached a time, I think it got into her head, she had to tell us, do you know I'm building for my mat, the best of the best palaces. My mat will be the richest dog, richest of richest. Justine Jawar, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for showing up on the platform. I really appreciate. Like the video for me. Yeah, so MWANGO came up to tell us that she has been working 3 hard, and she is now going to build the best palace for her mat. Mat will be the richest dog in the world. And she went around running, laughing, telling people, if you really know how to deal with the mat, then can you send me a ticket? And Polish boy sent the ticket. And I was like, you are going with mat to Poland only to see her landing in Tanzania, jumping into the river. There is a video I watched from Muzungu Pebbles. Muzungu Pebbles did a very nice video to actually show something there. Justine Jawar, you are saying lol. Okay. Yeah. So Muzungu Pebbles did a very nice video on how do you know the kind of animal that jumps into the river all the time? And I watched that video, I was like, hey, this is creativity of the highest order. So Muzungu Pebbles did a frog jumping. At the same time, we have MWANGO jumping into the water. And she was like, is it a dam or a pool or a lake or an ocean? I don't know. So I looked at I looked at that video and I was like, hey, my sister, you are so creative. However much some people say that Muzungu Pebbles only comes to attack matters, but she's very entertaining. You know, when I watched that, I was laughing all the way. Now, MWANGO is going to work 10 hard, as MARWA has said, or 10-fold times than she has been working. Because she reached a point whereby she was too proud, bragging and trying to show that she doesn't care anything about what people think. So when you look at the videos, of course, there is a point where she's talking about the richest dog in Africa, then the suspended kind of pool, swimming pool, top and below. Then she disappears and tells us that she doesn't have to really worry about construction because she has a manager doing the thing. And I'm like, are you sure? Because all your videos... Priestess Ivory was saying, I was thinking like more. Oh, retracted. The message was deleted. I'll be checking maybe if it's retyped. Anyway, let's proceed. Yeah, so sometimes I do not just understand why even people are blessed, they cannot be humble. They cannot be humble and try to say that, yeah, we are making it together. Instead, they come up and say, we are working 3 hard, we are working 4 hard. We are doing well in our 20s. We are cruising the road. You know, as much as you may say that you want people just to respect you when you make it, it depends on how you speak. You cannot arrogantly go talking to the people. Adi Shinwari, welcome here. Thank you so much for showing up. Yeah, so you cannot make it, especially on social media, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, or any other, or even, let me say, social media generally. You don't have to make it, then you begin to brag. You begin to brag to the people who are possibly putting you up there because they have a role to play in whatever you are doing at some point. So you have to appreciate, you thank God and appreciate what they are doing for you. Don't show them as if they are very lazy and you are so hardworking than them. That is something that actually MWANGO was saying. In fact, she at some point told us, I sacrifice my time. All the time I sacrifice. Do you know how many hotels I've slept in? Do you know how much it is to travel as a single woman? Do you know what it means to be an independent woman, you know, dragging the bags? And I was like, okay, Do you know also what other people have gone through? Even those who support you, those who watch you, do you know the problems they have gone through? Some of them just watch you because they are lonely, maybe. Some of them watch you because they want to know where you went to. So stop bragging. And when even they ask you, where are you going next? Then you begin to say, where do you want me to go? Have you watched my channel and seen the destinations that I've gone? In 50 countries, did you watch my videos? You have to go through that first before you ask me the next. I was like, eh? People are just asking because they have known you as the travel, maybe commander. But you are trying to reject them when they ask, and you're just trying to brush them aside and make them feel like they don't actually have any role to ask you anything. The other day she told people that you are asking me why I've not left Africa. Did I jump with a rope to reach Nairobi? Did I use the rope to reach Mombasa? And I was like, no, when you left Nyabohanza, you told people you are going outside Africa. The reason why they're just asking is, are you genuine? Because I cannot post a video saying I'm going to Tanzania and then find myself in Nairobi. People will ask me, you said you'll be in Tanzania. Then I should be humble enough to tell them that, yeah, I didn't make it because of this and that. But when I begin arrogantly to tell them off, what am I trying to do? I'm simply putting off the audience that are supporting me. And that is what actually has happened. Because people have now begun watching DeeMWANGO. The other day she was cooking in the village. Jamaica stuff, fake fish. The other day, she also cooked some, I don't know, she called them what? Dumplings, Jamaican dumplings. Then she went to the river and, yeah, that is where she prepared the fake salt fish and some, potatoes. After that, she said, I'm leaving my home in Africa. And of course, even me, I believed that she's going somewhere, maybe in Poland. Bad boxy. Misheveve. Oh, Misheveve iko wapi? All right. So instead of actually taking the clients where they want, because the audience are the bosses here. So they told her, we want you to go back to traveling. And she was telling them, right now, I am not committing to traveling because I have a project. Of course, that is a genuine reason. But how you put it? How did she put it? She put it as if this audience don't understand themselves. So some decided to move away. They walked away. And that is why actually people are asking, why is she struggling? She's desperate because she's struggling with views. And of course, sometimes when it comes to rivalry, when you are competing against others you started together with, or they started even later than you. Priska Sagati started later than DeeMWANGO. But look at her channel. She's doing very well just in the village because her content has been accepted. You look at other people, Eze and so many others. David Jr. himself is thriving in that vulnerable content creation aspect. And he's moving on. So instead of DeeMWANGO actually doing the consultation and finding out what she can do, she begins to bring down people. When they talk, then she begins to say, what about you? What are you? I work 3 hard. I have gone everywhere. I have spent in hotels. I'm like, okay, what about us? We have not traveled anywhere. She comes around and says, 1,000 views. What will they do that for you? What is that? And I'm like, do you know, even 500 views for us is a lot. We appreciate anyway, because not everybody can get that. And if we get it, we appreciate, because God says you appreciate the small that you get before you can even get the bigger one. So currently she is among the Hazambe people. You saw my reaction the other day. The reaction was actually focused towards showing how she was there struggling, showing how these people are eating raw meat, others are hunting, and they found a pigeon, burnt it, and she was there in her sack eating with them. The other day she was showing us the cooking of monkeys, and I was like, are you also eating the monkey? Yeah? It's not even the Azambe people only who eat monkeys. I lived among the Taita people and they eat not just monkeys, but the other one, we call it the baboon. They eat it. Yeah, they eat it. So Skamaro is saying she acts like she's doing us a favor posting. Of course, she tells you. In fact, even Marwa did say the same the other day. Marwa said that people watch his Netflix for free and they don't appreciate, and they come around to post anything on his content, so he'll be blocking. And also he will always be saying subscribers only for them to watch, because he has been posting Netflix all the 5 or is it 7 years, and people have been watching for free 7 years. So he's now going to be blocking so that people don't just drop comments. I was like, are you sure? Because whether people come and post negative comments or positive, they contribute towards that algorithm. You should just appreciate. I don't even know why they keep complaining, because you cannot be writing a book and you want everybody to just say that, yeah, your book is fantastic. When you become a writer or public figure, you expect people to come out with all sorts of views, because you are not defining these people. You are not also, like, you are not within their bounds. You are bringing something to them, and it's upon them to decide whether what you are bringing to them is okay or not. And if they comment, if you are a wise person, you listen and see whether you can change or adjust or consider. But you don't have to say that I'll throw, like Marwa said, I'll throw a campaign on disaster, and people will contribute 1 million shillings towards the project, and you'll do nothing, my friend. I was like, hey, if I was a contributor to Marwa, then I heard him saying that, I would stop immediately, because he would be actually making me look like a fool, like I don't know what to do, like I don't know the difference between disaster and an individual problem. Because if a disaster strikes, it strikes everybody and it puts them down. This one was indeed a kind of a problem that emerged in Nyabohanse, with the hailstorms hitting every place. But currently, as we watch even Matiko plowing the farm or weeding the crops, we can see they have revived. We also see the grandma that DVY Jr. is constructing for. She even said that there's no problem, the trees will get their leaves very soon. The only crop that is seriously destroyed and you cannot revive it, it's normally vegetables. They revive after some time, because hailstorms are common practice in Kakamega, for example. Anyway, it is what it is. Sometimes you look at these things and then you just wonder. So this video that was posted, MWANGO was there sitting and the monkeys were being burnt there. I was like, are you going to eat the monkey? Because, of course, monkey eating or baboon eating is a common aspect among some people. If you go to Taita Taveta, near the borders of Tanzania, by the way, I lived with those people. They hunt even for baboons. They eat even the python. They also eat the this tortoise. They eat the tortoise. So that is not, it's not such a unique thing. And remember, MWANGO went to Hazambe already. Why? What is she going to bring that is new? I wish she had something new that she has discovered among these people, because if it is living as nomads, she had already shared that. If it is living by hunting and sharing, she has already shared that. If it is speaking that language which they say, she already shared that. So why is she going to bring the same content? Like, why is she repeating? And again, the problem we have is that she cheats. She leaves Kenya. She says, I'm leaving Africa. You cannot leave Africa and end up in Tanzania. Tanzania is part of Africa. In fact, it is East Africa, the neighbor of Kenya. In fact, you don't need a ticket to come from Kenya to Tanzania. If you live in Nyabohanse, you just need a bus. You just pay some fare and get to Tanzania. But then she came up to post a video saying the boyfriend had bought her a ticket. And all of us, of course, were ready to see her cruising the airs and going to Poland or somewhere. But then it ended up that she's in Tanzania, frog jumping into the dams and waters and pools. Then later on, she's lost in the bush. She said herself, I'm lost in the bush. I was warned not to go there. I'm trapped. And we are like, okay, you are trapped? 100 plant-based black man. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for showing up here. Like the video. Alright, so let me show that video, then we proceed to the battle, the scuffles that are happening at Grandma's place in Davy Jr.'s video. I'm like, hey, you cannot end a video without drama, Davy Jr., what's up? All the time, a video starts, there must be drama somewhere. Somebody overeating, another one over drinking, another one falling with a motorbike, or people fighting, the police. Nesh Njunge, welcome, big up to you. Thank you so much for showing up. Okay, hi, Nesh Njuge. Hi, plant-based black man. So let's get to that video quickly before we turn to Davy Jr. Because actually I have to cover up for what I missed yesterday. Of course, 2 days ago, that's when she posted, I was warned not to go the Azabe. Then, today, let me check, not today, yesterday, you know, I had blackout. I didn't do a reaction on this, but I need to. Yeah. Princess Ivory is busy retraction, something nice to see. So Angomo cannot see in a cloudy morning. Okay. I'll be checking to see the retraction. So why the retraction? I want to understand that. That's what I actually wish to understand. Because now 1 day ago, she posted this. Indeed, by now they have reached 12K views, but then it's a struggle. A real struggle. That's a monkey, right? The monkey being prepared by the Hazambe people. That's the video MWANGO did. I don't want the music aspect among them. When I look at this, I don't know. Okay, that is a culture of some people, but when I look at that video, I wouldn't wish to actually continue posting this kind of content. Why? Because it's not very attractive to me personally. Maybe some people would find it attractive, but even when I was watching the Taita people eating the baboons, I could find it, there is some feeling, you know, I don't know if somebody understands me, you know. You know, the monkeys and baboons almost look like human beings from a distance. So looking at people eating that, I am totally uncomfortable with this. Look at that. You know, they have intestines and everything that looks like more of a human being, you know. You know, look at that. So it's a bit unpalatable for my eyes. I don't know how the rest of the people feel, but I don't like this. And Angomo was right there eating the monkey. My goodness. Oh my God. Where is the mango now? Oh my God. I find it, I don't know. I'm very sorry to give that kind of feeling or look, but then I don't find it interesting for me personally. Maybe some people will find it interesting, but when I look at that video, of course, I wouldn't go and watch it again. I think there is need for MWANGO to be advised by somebody to stop actually going for this desperate kind of content. She is someone who has traveled. She can do better. She can even go to Uganda. There is content she can dig out of Uganda, even within Kenya itself. You don't have to pretend and say, I'm leaving Africa. You can still dig for some content within Kenya. Maybe there are places she has never gone to. She can actually go there and her views will go up. So I'm not actually just bringing her down, but I'm just asking myself, doesn't she have advisors at a personal level who can tell her what to do, so that she doesn't have to be desperate for content and go to this level, unless she was actually helping Angomo to get there and do the content that he wishes. Anyhow, away from that, let's get to Devi Jr. Devi Jr. did a video today showing us something to do with the grandma's place. They are constructing a house just like Marwa has been doing the construction for grandma. It's like copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Fake it until you make it, all right? So David Jr. of course said that he doesn't have enough money for grandma, and in fact he started saying that he's doing construction even using part of his money. I was like, are you really serious? Because before I start a project for someone, I should be having a way to know what I'll do. But I think it's taking the same way as just what we saw at Marwa. When Marwa was constructing for Brian's grandma, he kept asking and asking. So I think somehow, David Jr. has realized that is the way. Now he's posting 3 videos per day. If you have noticed, 3 videos per day. And on the same content. At least, like today, he posted 1 hour ago. Finally, we are done with the foundation. New look at grandma's house. Again, he had posted 4 hours earlier. We all caught in a surprise, building grandma a house. You can realize that that is the same content. Then, 6 hours before, he had posted, enough is enough. A suspicious visitor has arrived at grandma's house. And I'm like, drama has to continue for David Jr. to survive. Now, among all these videos, there was one in which he did saying that there was a scuffle. I don't know where it is, whether it's among these 3. He was indicating that people fought. Let's just check on it. I think it's this. Sorry.
We're here for those who never stand still.
32 minutes.
Expertise in the world's most dynamic markets. Now is your time.
Where Peppermint, please? Yeah, this video here. David Jr. thrives in drama indeed. I'm agreeing with that. So, David Jr. does this video and says ungrateful. And I was like, is it the grandma who's ungrateful or who? Then I began to check the video one by one, only to reach a point whereby grandma is explaining that there are people who fought. And I realized there was a scuffle here between Eze and somebody else.
Huyu ndo amekuja hapa, sikupendezewa. Imekuja huko ndani, wacha. Kuna kile nitakupiga. Ngalasi. Amekuja kufanyia vurugo Ezi. Anamwambia sasa Ngalasi atoki kuja kufanyia Ezi hapa, anamwambia polisi.
Okay, so the lady here speaks Kiswahili all through. The Tanzanian Kiswahili. She is explaining. She's the wife to Mwita. So the grandma explained that there is someone who came to fight around. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. So someone came to fight around the construction. Okay? So while explaining, of course, David Jr. now decides this is the part of the sweetest part of my video. Yeah, so Ngalasi, I don't know how many of you know Ngalasi if you have been watching Nyabohanze stuff. So Ngalasi is actually indicated to have gone to fight Eze at the construction site of grandma. Of course, Eze has been there to contribute some things. I saw him bringing some things the other day, 2 days ago. Of course, this is one way of surviving in Nyabohanze. David Jr. starts the construction. He asks people to help. Of course, something will come handy also because he will seem like he's helping the needy. And of course, he is at some point to some percentage. But then, at the end of the day, of course, you have to, they say, Lapu eats where it does the digging, all right? So David Jr. is sitting there taking food, and the old lady is explaining, and then David Jr. says, it can't stop, let's go and watch. I wish I found him here. I'm like, if you found him here, what would you do? Automatically, I know that David Jr. would have run for the police or would have threatened, because, of course, in his videos, most times it's about the police intimidation and threatening. There is no other way of solving disputes in this village. Though in his video he's trying to tell people that they would have solved better. But then, of course, we have not seen anything being solved better here. Most times I've not seen. So the lady explained everything here in Kiswahili.
Anamwambia sasa Garasi atoki kuja kufanyia hizi hapa, anamwambia polisi nitakupiga. Alikuwa hapa, watu wamemfukuza ameenda huko. Amefanya fujo kutoka mbele. Ni nini mbaya wewe Garasi? So there is a serious fight that it's happening. Chacha amesema huyo ashiko. Yuko wapi? Yeye amekimbia kwenda kwa. Sitaki Garasi hapa. Sitaki kabisa. Asikanyage hapa hata kama ni kwa. Asikanyage. Asisungue ezi. Anamwambia ampige. Yeye ni nani? Garasi msaada, hata ezi alimpelekea hapo msaada.
Okay, so donations and fights have to continue in this village every day. And people say we are reacting toward the village. We want to show it as a bad village. We do not have such intentions, because if you show us that, what do you think we'll talk about? If I keep coming and showing that there is a problem, people will have to brand me with that. So when we see people fighting all along in Nyabohanse, what else would we brand them with? Because what we've seen is that these people thrive in drama. Somebody will be drunk somewhere, they'll sell what they have to use in the house, they'll fight maybe with the wives like Murimi did. David Jr. will be there saying that Murimi has fought him. Ernesto will be there. Is it Ernest? Or Ernest will be there spreading the trash so that he can be caught by the police. Machete Man will be there with the threatening with the police. These are the young boy. So here today, there was a scuffle at Grandma's place. This is a different grandma, not Brian's grandma now. This is just Grandma, the wife of Mwite. The Mwite who had missed on the visa to go to America, Americana. So David Jr. comes, sits here, and he's pointing out that if he was here and I was here, do you know what I've done? I would have taken him to the police. I wish I found him. I'm like, okay. You wouldn't have resolved the conflict by making them understand each other. You would simply make them go to the police. Hey, the police in this village have a problem. If you are working here as a police, you will not rest. All sorts of cases will come to you. All sorts of cases. And the complexity in the cases is that some of them are very petty cases. Petty cases, like some people have quarreled, some people have called each other names. Some people have, I don't know, have threatened each other, you know. So you'll have to sort all those cases, you know. And you can actually make a living out of that if you decide to go the Kenyan way. Anyway.
And people are very ungrateful here. Grandma, she's really raising a lot of concern. It is someone who is fighting easy. There is someone who is fighting easy, and he's a very ungrateful person. Someone like I've been always helping guys. I wish I found him here.
Okay, so Ngalasi, wherever you are, Ngalasi, you will be arrested. Intimidation thrives in Nyabohanse. As long as somebody has some chums or mula, then you don't have the mula or the chums, you'll have a problem. So Ngalasi and Eze. Eze has some chums. Ngalasi does not have. And he's making... Okay, so David Jr. was there, and he had to go to the wife's place to hunt for Ngalasi. Let's keep this one. Let's keep this one as we go by. So they had to come to this home of Ngalasi.
Cody's knock knock. I don't know if they will get outside because they know what they have been doing.
They know. Not just the husband now, but they know, all of them.
Vipi hadi? Mimi siko vizuri. I'm telling her I'm not okay because the husband is fighting my brother. Bwana yako anapiga ndugu yangu. Ametoka kutoka hapa ameenda kuleta vita. Nini inamsumbua? Yuko wapi? I'm asking where is the husband?
Akaniambia pia alienda kuona ndugu yake Jones.
Kwani shida iko wapi? Si ni mtu akiwa na shida anaenda na ripoti polisi. Nani mwenye siku hizi anachapwa kweli? Mtu akiwa na shida anaenda na ripoti huko, sheria inachukuliwa, lakini sasa yeye akianza hivyo, si unaona yeye ndiye anakuwa mbaya.
Ili amenieleza, nilienda kuona ndugu yake Jones. Sasa vile wanaongea, na nisaka mwambie usifanye kazi.
All right, Benedict Wambui, welcome, big up to you. Hi. Okay, welcome and like the video. Only one like. We are targeting 20. I don't know whether we'll reach there, but we hope for the best. All right, so Benedict Wambui, welcome. We are proceeding with this analysis. We are onto the scuffle at Grandma's place. And I'm like, why do people thrive in drama in Nyabohanse? Like, you will see people fighting and they have cameras. So do they start fights for cameras? Do they also see that? It's like when we used to be in primary school. You know, when we were kids in, somebody has a birthday on the wall. So guys, prepare yourself for the birthday and sing for one of us on the wall. We normally do that because, you know, these are part of the people who support us every day. So what we do, we have to sing for the people on the wall. And this is a kid, 10 years old. So let's sing for Benedict. Prepare yourselves. I hope wherever you are, you're all singing, but I'll be the one hard because I'm now on the platform. But the rest of us, you can send happy birthday to Benedict. 10th birthday, that means 10 years old. And I know a song can do some magic this time, all right? So we can sing, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Benedict, happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you now? Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Old, 10 years old. Welcome so much. I like when kiddos support us on this channel also. We know that this is a growing generation, so celebrate with your cake, cut the cake and serve it and celebrate your 10 years. You will be growing soon and doing content as well, all right? So thank you for the support to the wall, and let's proceed into the analysis. All right, so you saw David Jr. walks to Ngasias. All right, welcome. It's a pleasure. Actually, you do a lot for us. You keep watching us, so we can only do this little for you, yeah, to show that we are together in peace. All right, so anybody else coming to the world, remember to celebrate Benedict's birthday, 10 years old. All right, so David Jr. came to this lady's home, and on coming is like taking a video. I don't know whether the lady was also aware that she's being recorded. Sometimes we vindicate others when we are also criminals. You know that? And by the way, before I forget, do you know people that Litain boys, the boys went on a strike and destroyed everything, vandalized everything, including the staff quarters? You know, I've not seen a situation whereby students would actually have go on riot and they destroy not just things in the staff room, but they go even to the houses of the teachers. Teresa, don't do that. Yeah, so I've never seen, but it happened in Litain boys, actually. Anyway, let's proceed with our aspect of Devi Jr. here. So Devi Jr. comes, he's recording this lady, and she's not even aware because he did not ask for consent or tell her that I'm recording. But because they thrive in Cobros, in other areas, if you do this and somebody realizes you are recording, you won't like it. You people remember the day that Devi Jr. went around with Matiko collecting chicken. Do you remember what happened? They reached a home whereby somebody was actually recording, and they had to, is it Nyatiga, something like that. And he instructed them to hand over the phone, and he deleted. But here he is recording this lady without consent.
Sini ukweli hafai kufanya kazi huko bila mimi kumwambia.
Sasa akasema mimi sijakuja kufanya kazi, nimekuja kutafuta ndugu yako. Sasa wakaanza
kutafuta nani huko kwa kazi? Anaingia kwa kazi ya mtu bila yeye kuruhusiwa. Kwa hivyo tumshike. I'm asking the wife, should we arrest him? Hivi tumushike ndo muuzi hizi mang'ombe zote mtoe. Na niko serious, sicheki na mnanijua.
Can you imagine? So Devi Jr. actually had to talk to this lady, and not just in a normal way, but kind of threatening. Do we arrest your husband so that you can sell all those cows that you have? You know me. And I'm like, okay. My goodness. If you look at this home, you can even sympathize with them. There are people who seem to be struggling because all that are there are mud houses. Only that in Nyabohanze they have learned to place security by building some front house to, block the rest. But the reality is that these people are struggling. And he has come there to tell them, can we arrest him? And so that you sell all those cows because you know me. I'm like, okay, so you are known in this village for intimidation? What the hell is this?
Imagine, tumeshinda tukiwa sasa mbona nini analeta aibu ndogo ndogo. Yeye akiwa na shida, anaenda tu ana report tu huko kwa maskari. Ama akiwa na shida, anaongelesha watu wakubwa. Si tuko na wazee hata wagoko hapa, nawaambia mimi niko na shida na ule kijana hivyo. Hasa akienda kuleta aibu huko jamani. Nimemkataza kabisa hata mambo. Mtu akikosana na mtu kuna mambo ya hata yule mtu. Some people, they may take advantage of your kindness. That's what we have been doing. Yeah. So today? Helping her. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Eze seems to be uniting with Devi Jr. in those surprises for the vulnerable. Of course, for those of you who understand the aspect of helping the vulnerable, for them to put it on camera, they want actually to receive enough donors who will keep sending money to Nyabohanze and enhance their project. So somebody starts this project, of course people will channel money to them for the vulnerable, but at the same time they'll receive something also. So that is also a kind of business happening in Nyabohanze, not just in Nyabohanze. I am sure there are so many other people who do the same. Anyhow, let's proceed. Eze is now here explaining something.
Some sugar here. Because Mama has been saying she doesn't have some sugar. But I have the problem with that lady. Okay. Yeah. Because actually, not even coming late. That lady, she has been abusing my parents on other videos. Our people, they are very smart. Me, I didn't know. They were abusing my parents with the other lady from the other side, and they know her. I'll give only her. Yeah, she's very ungrateful. Let me go ask her. Yeah, there is a lady from the other side in which our fans have been very supportive to her. But she betrayed my brother, Even the kids, they were being sponsored by, some people from abroad. But she was seen on video. Guys, I just want to ask her, Hello? Poa, nitakutumia leo tu.
According to Devi Jr., Marwa and and the sister DMWANGO. People are ungrateful, but for them, they believe they are not ungrateful. I'm like, okay, so you are not ungrateful. What happened? What happened to the recent unboxing? Why did ROCIO hide some clothes? She thought that those clothes were not meant for them. So she had to hide them so that somebody will not come to be gifted. I don't know whether you people have watched that video. At some point, ROCIO has already unboxed and hidden some packages, and then she comes out to clearly and pretend and ask which one. Only later on when they mentioned that that dress belongs to Conqueror's mom, then she comes back with it from the bedroom. I'm like, it's about to go down. Anyway, as Kamaro says, so many ungrateful people around. And I'm like, okay, they are ungrateful. What about us? What about us, David Jr.? What about us, DMWANGO? DMWANGO is ungrateful herself. She has not been appreciating everybody because when she came out, after her subscribers came to complain about Mat and the treatment he was receiving, and having relocated Mat to a cold place, then she was like, why do some people look like they know three much? Do they know three much? Okay. Also, her subscribers are the ones who came out, and her supporters then said that don't do away with the worker. Boy does it. You know, like I'm wondering who is doing the supervision when currently she is away in Tanzania. No one is showing us any content to do with that boy anymore. Maro is not even going to that construction site and do content on it. I'm like, what happened? At the beginning, Maro could post something on the sister site every day. Every day. David Jr. the same. Now, DMWANGO has moved to Tanzania. I don't know who the manager is. Marwa is not doing any content on DMWANGO's construction. David Jr. is not doing that. Instead, David Jr. has started some construction for grandma. And he is there to make drama and complain about ungrateful people. Now he has reported about 3 people who are ungrateful. They were doing videos to abuse their parents, I'm hearing. And I'm like, okay. So when you are not grateful, you do content against them. But for them, David Jr. can post videos almost on everyone, saying how drunk they are, how ruined they are, how drunk they are. Is that not also something that is ruinous? What about if other people post about his family, he says they're ungrateful? Okay? If you understand the tingle, then you know it. So it is about me, not them. If I post anything about them, whether it's vindictive, whether it's showing negative about them, it doesn't matter. But when they do post about me, it becomes ungrateful people. Anyway, that is it. Hey, that is it. Let's check here.
So, and for me, I don't want to work with people who like they are always there to pull us down, for sure.
That's not really okay. And yeah, let us. Wow, thank you for that.
Okay, for sure.
Wow.
There are always lots of comments, guys. I'm just going,
I agree.
and they always warn me.
I agree with you.
Yeah, just a minute, guys.
Oh, this is Boche, this is Teresa.
Yeah, people content creators. Even I was told they shouldn't even be around here.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw the comment, but
Yeah, I made a mistake.
okay, which mistake? Mama, mimi haki sikuwa najua, lakini watu kwa comments zangu the video ni release waliniambia you shouldn't be around here. Mama, watu waliniambia huyu msichana alikuwa anatusi wazazi wangu. Afai kuonekana hapa. Kwa kamera. Muulize.
Watusi ni venye tulikuwa na pasi wakati nienda kuomba shamba.
Sasa waliniambia asiwahi onekana. Watu wenye wanatusi wazazi wangu hawafai kuonekana kwa nini? Hivyo ndo niliambiwa. Watu wenye wanawasupport.
Sikia, hivyo itakuwa hivyo. asionekane hapa.
Hivyo ndio walinituma. Wakaniambia ule anatukana wazazi wako mpaka kwa kamera, asiwahi kuonekana penye kwa mjengo tunafanya. Na hivyo ndio waliniambia. Hata kuna pesa yake ilikuwa imetumwa kwa Ezi. Ezi hakuwa anajua. Sasa nimeambia Ezi asipeane hiyo pesa. So there is money that was sent to her, but I just told Ezi, don't give it out.
Initially, it was for her, but she asked, also you can divide. She later came to me, you can have the messages.
No, we have to say no. I just, Guys, our subscribers, they are very royal. Watu wenye wanatusupport, Ukwanga wanatusupport sana. Na wataki kuona wazazi wetu wakitusiwa popote pale.
Hata hivyo.
Kwa hivyo walisema huyu asiwahi onekana hapa.
Asionekane hapa.
Na ni hivyo.
Napendezewa.
Pesa yake ilikuwa imetumwa lakini nimeambia Ezi usipeane hiyo pesa.
All right, guys. So if you are ungrateful people, you will not receive your money. Mula has come through Eze. It is supposed to go to this lady. Allegedly, has been earmarked by some of the subscribers of Devi Jr. that she has been abusing Concrat's mom and Machete Man because she once worked alongside Percy. So Devi Jr. had to come out at this place and send her away, and at the same time hold the money that the subscribers had sent to Eze for her. I'm like, why can't you be clean-hearted? If you go to church every blessed Sunday, have you forgiven these people 70 by 70 times? Because you are also being ungrateful before God. God says, forgive 70 by 70 times. And let those people know that you are a good-hearted person. But then, if you do revenge, like someone has sent money for them, and then another one has warned you against them, then you withdraw the money and don't give her. What are you trying to do? You are just being ungrateful to God. Because if someone sent it, they sent without knowing. So just give it over and warn her. Then let her go. But you cannot now withdraw because you're just creating more problems. That's what I believe. So those are the dramas that emerged at Devi Jr.'s place. The ungrateful people everywhere. Anyway, so finally the lady was sent away. She was sent away.
Alafu wengine wanawatusi kwa mtandao. Ndio maana watu wamenituma hapa nimwambie asikanyage hapa na asifanye kazi hapa. Kabisa. We have to say no.
Haya wakupika hata yule mzee mtematiku yupo atapika.
Kabisa. We have to say no. People who abuse my parents, that is a no.
Hapa nyumbani umesikia? Huyo baba
That is a no.
Semina mmekuta
So Ezi, don't give out the money to her.
I cannot give her.
I had to tell her the way it
We all
is.
didn't know.
And right now she should pack her things and go.
wazazi wake kwa nini?
Hata unajua kitu yenye ulikuwa unafanya. Mimi watu walikuwa wananiandikia ujumbe wengi sana. Wananiambia ule hafai kuonekana hapa juu alikuwa anatusi wazazi wao.
Kabisa hivyo. Sasa si una umekuja sasa hivi ndio anaingia ataniosha vyombo hivi sawa. Lakini si mimi
haya nimekwambia ujue. Hafai kuonekana hapa watu hawamtaki. Kwa sababu gani anatusi wazazi wangu?
Wazazi wao atusi wazazi. Na wazazi ndio wamekuzaa.
Na mimi ndio nawakusaidia hapa kila kitu.
Sasa nieleze sawa na makosa wa roho.
Sasa hiyo ujue. Na si eti tunamwekelea anajua.
Hata yeye amesema eti
si eti tunamwekelea muulize. Na ndio hivyo. We have to be strict.
You have to be strict. He has to pack and go. We can't tolerate some behavior.
People abusing my parents and right now they are here. You know? Thank you guys for being loyal. I saw lots of comments. People are reaching me out. They are very, very concerned about Devi. Thank you guys. But at these kind of situations, we have to say no. Even as the money that you are given to give to her, keep it. Yeah. Maybe even it can help grandma even to buy cement.
Just add up to buy food.
Yeah, people can't.
You hold the money and buy food for the other workers. Hey, Nyabohansa.
The good thing about me, guys, I don't know how.
You don't know how?
I just tell someone, hey, you can't be here, whereas.
Okay, telling someone the truth is correct, but at the same time, if you really practice religion as you say, if you pray the same God that you talk about, you have to forgive and move on. Anyway, that is just one of the videos. Of course, he has done 3 videos. I've only picked one because I've watched the rest, but all based on drama. Drama, drama, drama. Anyway, the African tigress sick in Brazil. Let's skip that and go to something else from the other video here. Now, by the way, the orphanage has suffered in the hands of MARWA and ROCIO. Both came out to denounce the support, and in fact, they were also backed up by Gitriba. They have decided to say that they are not going to support the orphanage, and they have brought out something that was in 2021. Of course, I went back and looked at that video, and I saw that it doesn't make sense. If someone was in court and the court cleared the case, there is no way you can use that case of 2021 in 2025 to make people not contribute toward the orphanage. Unless there is any other thing, let MARWA come out and ROCIO tell us that indeed this is something that is scandalous enough to bring out no help for the orphanage. Or else, if you look at MARWA himself, how many times has he messed? How many? And they have come out, people have come out to share. Like the way they mistreated that lady who cooks. They took her money and people still helped him. If people had listened to that and stopped helping, would he be where he is? Would he still be buying the Belusa? Would he still be having that car like the cars he's bought? Would he make it? So sometimes when somebody did something wrong in past, you cannot use the past offenses to judge somebody. Maybe that lady learned from it, because when I look at that orphanage currently, by the way, you look at the number of kids when they are lining up there, all the time David Jr. goes there, you realize that it's a good number. So unless MARWA and ROCIO want to begin their own orphanage, I don't see why they should be blocking. Why are they trying to block help for this lady, Esther Wambua? Have they realized that orphanage is a good stream of money because of the mentioning of that money in the court, or what exactly is motivating them to keep talking about this? Because at first, MARWA is the one who did it while at Brian's grandma. Then, ROCIO also followed suit and also began to raise the scandal for the orphanage. Gitriba also followed suit. And I'm like, that's enough. We've talked about this lady. We know that most of the orphanages, some people are not very focused. But at some point, maybe they learn lessons. After that court case, this lady must have learned a lesson. And therefore, she is focused towards making the lives of these kids better. Because, of course, those who are coming there, like if you look at David Jr., David Jr. has been coming with solid stuff, like the mattresses, the fumigation, and all that. She has her messes. I'm not saying that she's an angel. But then when you look at those numbers, are they lying? And if I were MARWA indeed, being a philanthropist, people say he's a millionaire, he could still stand with those kids because he has not even gone to the history of understanding those kids. Some of them, of course, Sudanese, they are there. I've seen them in many videos, unless someone comes out with a narrative current. And I was like, Gitriba has said, he has seen very long things. He has seen so many long things there. And I was like, Gitriba, just come out clearly and tell us which are these wrong things you've seen there, because you've been there during construction. And if MARWA did not come out with that video, did you know about this scandal? So if we really go into the past of MARWA and begin digging about his past, we will react and react and react for 5 hours without finishing. Because even MARWA himself, what kind of life did he live before? Yes, we don't disagree that he's traveled the world, but then look at his past life. How rotten it was. The aspect of even making that villa a brothel, bringing parties and parties and parties, spoiling young girls in Yabohanse. Hey, my goodness. You know, some people just come here and say that he's living like a king, a king. A king? He's not even ashamed. Currently, when he talks about God, I just wonder, are you being truthful? Because I've not seen MARWA making content in church. I've not seen him actually hosting the pastors and people from church in his villa. I've not seen yet. Because if he's indeed turned into a new leaf, We should see that. We should see sermons whereby he's just hosting church people. His mother is always in church praying. Why haven't we seen Marwa hosting a prayer session in his home? Then he comes out and begins to scandalously use the old crime or old mistake of this lady to bring her orphanage down. Does he intend to begin his own orphanage, or what is he intending to do? Because I have looked that at a different angle. You know, we reactors, today we look at this angle. Tomorrow we say, no. If I used critical, you know, we have these theories. If I used gay criticism, tomorrow then I decide, let me use modern theories to argue out. You know, there are so many theories of analysis, actually. We have narratology. We have autobiography theory. We have so many theories, stylistics, the linguistics, you know. Theories of analysis. There are so many. Discourse analysis and all that. Yeah? Scale up. And so many others. So, today we can use this advanced procedure to analyze. Tomorrow we use another one. We use generalizability. We go to parsimony. We go to adequacy. We go to usefulness. We go to logic. So, today I'm using a systematic process to actually examine into the objectives Marwa has. What are his objectives? Why did he actually come out with this report? And why did he not check whether the case was cleared? Because from Esther's uncle, the case was cleared. And from her uncle, that lady did not actually bring that kind of money she was saying. Because I was asking myself, if this money really came into the orphanage, why has the orphanage not changed? When you look at the numbers, again, I was looking at the numbers and saying now, currently when I look at those orphans, they are not that few. And if anyone wants to actually see the number of people in this home, they should come there. You can go there practically, look at the records, talk to those kids. You can interview them and then help. Now, I'm surprised that the Jamaican uncle has sent a strong message to Marwa and ROCIO. I don't know, for whatever reason. He has indicated that if people want to help the orphanage, let them reach the lady directly. Let them reach the lady directly and assist instead of actually relying on what other people will say. Because you don't have to send money to Gitriba for the orphanage to be helped. In fact, I was asking myself, if donors send 700,000 USD for the orphanage, why did Marwa have to pick it and go buy material? Because the donors did not say that should be done. They sent that money. It was supposed to be taken there. The lady knows what to do with it. And she could Marwa could just have told her, I'm coming to check after 1 month. I need to see the project that has been done. That is one way of actually holding her accountable. You don't have to go about buying timber, buying this, running around. Then you come on live stream, you say, I don't even eat. I don't even eat, my people. I don't even eat. I'm like, okay. What do you want us to do? You chose not to eat, so what do you want us to do? Guys, there are so many things to react to here. But then we just do what we can in a day. Away from that, I'm just trying to remember this other. There was this other, it's known as who? There's this guy that came to the villa after Jamaican uncle and brought a lot of gifts. Do you know what happened? ROCIO gave him a bike that did not have fuel. And if the guy could have driven, we don't know what would have happened. If it is vamoosing, we don't know. And at some point, she stood at the road and, do you know, ROCIO just passed by without even saying hi. And the guy has returned. The sooner did he report, the sooner did he leave. Hardly had he stepped in the villa than he left. Rarely, can we use a rarely as well? As soon as, no sooner, hardly. Yeah, he has left. And there's a lot of rumor about why he left. All right? Yeah, so let's end here, guys. I'm so appreciative for those who came by. I'm so appreciative for Marwa, Banadata, Priestess Ivory, Nesh Njunge, Plant-Based Black Man, Bad Boyox, Odile Shinwari, Priestess Ivory, Justine Jawar, and any other person that will be watching this video. Please share, like, and comment. Only today I've been a bit unwell. My daughter also was unwell. I had to run to hospital at some point. That is why I've not been able to actually run through. I would have done this for 2 hours to compensate for yesterday. You know, yesterday there was a blackout and I didn't do the video. But then I know tomorrow is a day I may do 2 or more videos tomorrow, because I just pray that the power will be there. Yeah. So I really appreciate your presence. Thank you so much. May God bless you as always. Okay, thank you so much, Marwa, for your support. I really appreciate it.